What's up, everybody? Crocodile King here. It is time for the second annual Oscars, the annual RWBY Awards show. Now, I am very excited to be a part of this, and I have completely dressed for the occasion. This is going to be great. So, this is now the second, as I said, the second annual Oscars, so this has basically become now a tradition among the RWBY community that is hosted by Calxiyn and MurderofBirds, but actually I would say it's hosted just by Calxiyn and MurderofBirds, but actually it's hosted by a lot of people. They were able to reach out to the whole RWBY community and get a bunch of other RWBYtubers to present the individual awards, which I think is incredible. People like Kaido Dan, Lady Stardust, Freelancer Amber, and plenty more. So I'm really excited to see what they have to bring to the table for each category. I've already voted, of course, and I am super excited to get this started. And according to the clock that I'm looking at on my computer, we are only 20 minutes away from the premiere. So I say we get into this. I will see you in a few minutes in my time, 2 seconds of your time when this thing actually goes up. Here we go. Okay. It's time. It's almost time. The countdown is on. We are ready to go. Hopefully I don't sweat like crazy, but thankfully I do have a nice thermos of ice water here. I got a little spray bottle for my face just in case I need it. But this is going to be great. I'm so excited for this. Oh, the chat's going wild. And according to that, 45 seconds. We got the whole gang here. We got Arno, we got Cal, we got Lady Stardust, we got excuse me. We got Taylor, we got Dan, we got everybody here, the whole gang, the whole squad's here. Oh yeah, the like button. Jeez, why did I do that yet? Here we go. Here we go. Like, the Hound has to be the best grip in Volume 8. No, nobody should disagree with that. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Greetings and salutations, everybody.
Salutations!
I'm Arnold, also known as MurderofBirds, and I'm joined by Calxiyn, and we are here to present the second annual Oscars, a RWBY Volume 8 award show.
We are so happy to be with you all here tonight to celebrate RWBY's work on RWBY Volume 8. We want to acknowledge everyone who has brought this volume to life bigger and better than ever before.
For this year's Oscars, we have more categories than ever in order to show our appreciation to the directors, writers, voice talent, animators, designers, editors, storyboarders, modelers, camera, lights, VFX, rigging artists, compositors, mocap, and even the musicians.
We have a lot of surprises in store for this year, but I'll let you know 2 out of the 3 right away. This year, we did a ranked voting system, so the choices made by the community would be weighted more fairly. We had over 10 nominees in some of the polls, but remember, we're only going to read out the top 5 nominees in alphabetical order. So if a character or piece or other item is missing, rest assured it was most likely on the poll. It just wasn't verbally re-announced in this video.
We're also excited to reveal that we have many of our peers from the RWBY community joining us to present tonight's awards. And I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who joined in making this year's Oscars far better and probably the best that we've done from last year to this year. I've been looking at everyone's category submissions over the last few days, and I swear y'all are gonna love it. This is one of, if not the most ambitious crossover in RWBY history.
Excluding RWBY itself and its fairy tale and myth character crossover, of course. And definitely one of the biggest YouTuber crossovers I've ever seen anyway.
Oh yeah!
Speaking of which, since we aren't gonna split the revenue 25 different ways, we decided to donate any ad revenue, super chats, etc. to Extra Life, benefiting children's hospitals in the United States and Canada. Rooster Teeth participates in this every year, so I can't think of a better way to honor RWBY tonight than to support a cause that Rooster Teeth
awesome, man.
on an annual basis.
That's awesome.
That's enough from us. We thank you guys so much for your patience. Sit back, relax, and without further ado, let us begin the Oscars, a
Here
RWBY
we
Volume
go!
8 award show.
Oh, I saw this intro already, but damn. Oh, this was so good. This was such a good intro. Okay, and Volume 8. Oh, that intro, yo. There's the chessboard. Finally clear. Maybe the end we tried to avoid is already here. Roses will never bloom. Some trees are on the vine.
Hello everyone, I'm Rising, here to present to you the first category of the RWBY Volume 8 Ozcars. For those of you who aren't familiar with me, I have been in the fandom since about the very beginning of it, but only since the off-season between Volumes 6 and 7 have I really started contributing to it, at least in the form of YouTube videos. So in that time I've done video essays, a complete restructure of the first 4 volumes of RWBY's store to the format that we are more familiar with them nowadays. Party amount of shit posts, even an AMV. I've done reaction videos, but most recently for Volume 8, chapter reviews episode by episode. I am nowhere near as familiar or established as many of the faces that you are about to see throughout the course of the show, but like this award show, I am just getting started. So to kick things off, enough about me. The first category of the night is Best Environment.
Best Environment.
Best Environment, a heck of a lot of work goes into the final product that the characters live in on screen. What is needed in the script gets concept art, which might get a matte painting, gets 3D modeled, a heck of a lot goes into the composites that looks much more like what we as the viewer actually sees, and from there on it's camera work and even the sound design. With that all being said, these are your nominees for Best Environment.
Here we go.
The central location.
The central location. Guardrails not included.
People enter from Atlas and Mantle on one
side.
And leave on the other side.
The one-way ticket to Vacuo. One way.
End credits island.
I can't believe this. Oh, the island. Anime Peach episode confirmed. No. John being a star of a harem anime confirmed. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Monstra.
Ooh, that's a good one too. Yeah, no, that did not happen in Pinocchio. I'm also gonna be playing the Chad right around here. It's mine.
Schnee Manor.
Oh, you've picked a fine time to.
Not another word. We're coming in.
Yep.
Things are already bad enough after what you did to Father. Now you want us to harbor fugitives too? Our family has a reputation.
That's what you're worried about? Your reputation?
The manor was
I'm just
really
saying that
cool.
we've already lost all the house staff, and Mother locked herself in her room.
The Winter Vault Flower Field.
Ooh, where's my Winter Wonderland? That's probably in the Vacuo Vault.
And the Oscar for Best
goes
Environment goes to Monstra.
Monstra! Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'll give him that. It has far more locations than the vault space.
It's a lie, and I took that lie to Salem. The punishment would fall on my head before
Okay.
yours.
I'll take that win. Or I mean, I'll
true.
I'll accept that.
With myself. Well, I don't know what happens when this thing activates. Let's see if you're bluffing.
I can totally see it, and I gotta say, my choice for Best Environment didn't even make the top 5. As you'll go through the night, you'll see the top 5 are being read, and my choice for Best Environment was the Tundra from Chapter 4. The Tundra, specifically the set that Yang and Ren have their argument in. The setting does so much for that scene, and you know, as I was saying with the camera work, there's 360 degrees. If I'm not mistaken, I'd have to go back, but there's 360 degrees of that set that you see. I think maybe even in as little as one shot, you see the entire tundra. And
you do.
The way that the characters are immersed in it, you know, I'd say the sound design has a lot to do with it too, but it just felt so rooted in that moment. I really love the way that everything went in to really put the viewer in that scene. As for Monstra, though, gotta admit, I totally get it. It totally deserves this win. You know, we are seeing.
Oh, Deacon's here. I just saw that. Awesome.
Almost every time we're in Monstra. We start out with the premiere episode of Volume 8 with Cinder and Neo walking through it. Neo just kind of. What did she get herself
Rip Hazel,
into?
really.
You know, we see the jail cell. We see the relic room. We see all the way up through the very finale once Monstra itself is destroyed. We see Salem reamalgamating herself in what I believe is
the remains.
Deconstructed sets from earlier on. But Monstra completely redefined what a location in RWBY is. It is Salem's mobile command center for Volume 8. It's a grim and a location, and it does so much for Salem. So yeah, it deserves this win. So that about does it, but as you are aware, I am the first of many presenters for this year, so on to the next, and on to the next category.
Good evening, RWBY fans. My name is Larissa,
Stella!
and I'm Chino.
Oh no,
we are both
no,
YouTubers
Nerd of
and
Us.
Twitch
She knew
streamers,
it.
and
She
I've
knew
been
it.
making RWBY
Nerd of
content
Us.
since Volume 4, and I've been making RWBY content since the Red trailer. I upload gaming videos and RWBY reactions to my YouTube, and I stream a variety of games on Twitch, including Hollow Knight, Sonify Strikers, and Pokemon. I also do cosplays. I'm most known for my Volume 4 RWBY cosplay. You can see my photos on my Instagram, and you can find me on all my socials as Nerds of Oz. I mainly stream on Twitch, currently playing Animal Crossing, Final Fantasy XIV, Phasmophobia, and soon Assassin's Creed
she's been here since the beginning.
And then Spider-Man Miles Morales on my YouTube, as well as the odd RWBY video. You can find me on my socials as SheNoobTTV or just SheNoob on YouTube. We are honoured to be presenting the category of Best Lighting at the Oscars this year.
Best Lighting. Okay, this is a category I've been interested in seeing. I think my vote for the Best Lighting would be the one in Weiss's room with the fireplace. I think that was really well done. Either that or the scene in the tundra with the lighting there with the sunset.
This is especially important. The lighting this year has encapsulated the emotions of each scene beautifully, and we are excited to be presenting this award today. Now, without further ado, here are the nominees for Best Lighting. Ironwood's Ultimatum.
I have always promised to defend this kingdom, its technology, its future, from those who would see it destroyed.
Yeah, that was good too.
Our enemy is crippled, but one individual still denies Atlas its salvation. The protector of Mantle.
Nuke Aftermath.
Ooh. Yeah, that was pretty good too. Wow. Neo takes off with the relic. Yep.
Penny overlooking Atlas.
I can see my house from here. Wow. That was good.
The Tundra Argument.
I hate to break it to you, but that's part of being a huntsman.
Yep.
Are you kidding? We don't know the first thing about being huntsmen. We clearly weren't ready. Guys, stop it.
Were we not ready when we saved Haven? When we took down a Leviathan? We got the lamp to Atlas.
And then we lost it. And after that, when we had to make real decisions, we got every single one wrong.
I'm not going to pretend like we did everything perfectly. But if we'd done nothing, things would be even worse than they are now.
How could they possibly be worse? We are stuck out here while Salem has the lamp and Oscar. We've got no plan, no army.
Weiss's Room and Storm.
The city won't stand a chance unless we stop it.
That's another good one.
It's massive.
Okay. Either that or the tundra.
What can we even do?
Penny launched Amity, and our message went out. Do we just wait for someone to come? If they even come.
Really has a fireplace in Richmond. Oh yeah,
How did it all get like this?
Oh, I barely even noticed that.
The best lighting goes to...
Come on.
Nuke Aftermath.
Really?
Yeah.
The Nuke Aftermath.
Congratulations to that scene.
Really?
Did anyone respond?
No.
Well, she'll come back. In the interim, we need a plan.
Wow.
Plan? The plan hasn't changed.
I'm honestly surprised.
I'm going to rip the maiden power out of Penny Polendina. Because you're going to bring her to me. I think we can all agree that the nuke itself is
that was so
visual
close.
element of this volume. Something we certainly haven't seen in RWBY before.
The Tundra only got 12.2%, but that was a pretty close one.
The lighting really helps to convey this post-apocalyptic atmosphere.
Congratulations to RWBY and everyone who worked on lighting in Volume 8. A well-deserved win for this scene.
And all-around congratulations to all of the nominees as well.
It was good. Oh my god!
For volumes 4 through 8.
Yes!
And
congratulations, Aaron!
On volume 1.
On being able to work on volume 9. That is gonna be awesome.
I am a Twitch streamer. I like to stream RPG and story-heavy games. I like to cry about them. I am probably most known for crying about Pierre and Nikos. I have cosplayed all of Team RWBY. I have cosplayed way too many RWBY characters. And I am most known for cosplaying Pierre and Nikos because I am predictable. So, making a show is a very lengthy and collaborative process. And one of the overlooked aspects that can really give a show the extra push is the visual effects. Now, this season had
Best
no
visual effects. I'm thinking the nuke
with the
right off the bat.
Team pulling out all of the stops to give us terrifying sequences with the Hound, to the sheer mystery and mysticism of Ambrosius's domain. With this in mind, the nominees for Best Visual Effects are Monster's Death.
I would be proud. I was in the VFX, yeah.
Nora overcharging.
Nora, wait!
Be strong and hit stop! Oh man.
Hurry up, Elm! I can't.
Boom!
The nuke.
Do it.
Code Black. I repeat, Code Black. I'm thinking that one.
Winter's Anime Slash.
It's now an anime confirmed. Yeah. The sound for that was pretty cool too.
The Winter Maiden.
You chose nothing.
Really, Kirby? That was good too. Oh man.
And the Oscar for Best Visual Effect in RWBY Volume 8 is The Nuke.
Yeah, man! Yeah! Boom! They literally had to put a warning in front of the before the episode, just warning people of that. Yep.
I think we can all agree that the episode was a heart stopper in more ways than one, and everyone, both the characters and the audience included,
that was a long shot.
Blow after blow after blow after blow after blow until we all longed for death. And what better way to kind of kick off all of the heart-wrenching moments of that episode in all of its majesty than with a sequence absolutely devastating in its calmness and its silence. Congratulations to all of the nominees. It was really, really hard to pick between all of them. It was such an amazing volume, post-production wise and story wise. But visual effects really just have been kicking it off. Everything has come such a long way since the early days of Volume 1. And I cannot wait for you guys to see where it goes in the future.
Sal.
Taylor!
Salutations! I'm Taylor McNee, and I have the pleasure of being the voice of Penny. I'm a voice actor, a 3D artist, an author, a YouTuber, and a nerd. I was RWBY for the first few seasons of RWBY, where I made 3D assets, I did art direction and environments. You know who made Nora's pancakes? I did. Torchwick's cane and hat and cigar, Ruby's headphones, Velvet's camera and glowy copycat weapons, Sun's nunchuck guns, dorm rooms, ballrooms, ships, city streets, all the lampposts and trees and benches and stuff, and so many other things, but mostly the pancakes. That was me.
Mostly the pancakes.
You can find me over at the Simply Betta channel, where I'm obsessed with betta fish and fish tanks and aquascapes and aquatic plants, and I really go.
Oh, that looks like a Hobbit home from Lord of the Rings.
You can also find me over at the Tabby Tabaxi channel, where I dance, and I'm going to be getting into my VR headset and rhythm games and streams and stuff. Yes. Thank you so much to Arnold and Calxiyn for inviting me to present a
head over to that channel
in the RWBY Volume 8 Oscars. Concept art is a critical part of the creation of an animated series. It's what communicates the vision of the directors to the rest of the art team.
Until it's in the description.
As a reference or a blueprint for
artists
That's
awesome.
Characters, environments, props, any digital asset, even communicating moods or feelings of specific scenes. It's one of the foundations of telling a story in a visual medium like an animated series. These are the nominees for Best Concept Art. Ambrosius.
Ooh. Pay artists with money, not exposure.
The Bridge. Monstra.
Ooh. That's a good one. Looking out on Atlas, that is beautiful.
Mountain Chase Scene.
Okay. Hover bikes? Yeah, rip the bikes.
Penny overlooking Amity. Silver-eyed Faunus.
Ooh, yes! Oh, that's a good one. Okay, first rank.
And the Oscar for Best Concept Art goes to Penny overlooking Amity. Congratulations!
All right, that is a really good art. I will not deny it. I personally think the bridge or the monster bridge overlooking Atlas was better, but that is a really good choice. How fitting for Penny's voice actress to present that one.
The community voted very well. I approve of that wholeheartedly. This small pause where Penny stops and she looks at the symbol of hope
it was
in
never
the night
close.
sky, and we feel good for a minute, was a lovely, peaceful moment before it all came crashing down in the episodes to come. Thanks so much to Arnold and Calxiyn for having me on this season's RWBY Oscars.
Oh my god. Hey, Lady Stardust! Leader of the Stardust Crusaders!
For today's special event. Let me introduce myself. If you don't know me, I'm Lady Stardust, but you can just call me Star. I got into RWBY about 4, maybe 5 years ago, and I've only just now caught up for this volume. It's been amazing to take part in the community events, and this especially. It's been so much fun to join in on the discussion and the theorizing and the waiting, the agonizing waiting for next volume. You may remember me from crying over Roman's death all those years ago, and more recently to being the #1 Ironwood fan. When I'm not screaming over RWBY or other shows and movies that I like to watch, You can usually find me on Twitch trying to survive in Skyrim or trying to not die in multiple video games. I think a pretty accurate way I describe myself is a professional fangirl and screamer of screams.
Yep.
When I'm not screaming at screams, usually I'm either dyeing my hair or changing up my look completely. And speaking of looks, from its inception, RWBY has placed great importance on character design, and these character designs are really cool, and they've inspired thousands of people all over the world to cosplay and to dress up as our favorite characters. From the jump, RWBY had drool-worthy character design, hair, makeup, outfits, and weaponry. It really has become part of the RWBY
Star says,
signature,
stay
just like
hydrated.
with the plot, with the animation, and with the music. And over the years, this signature has evolved. We've seen characters get new looks, new haircuts, like my favorite, Blake's little Bob, and with these character design changes, RWBY has used it as a plot point and as a plot device to show character development and character growth. These are the nominees for Best Redesign. Emerald.
Cinder.
Emerald, yes! I'm voting Emerald.
You're here! I knew you'd quiet.
I can't. Cinder does not deserve you. No, she does not.
Hazel.
Okay, yeah, Hazel was pretty cool.
Go!
Dress to kill or dress to impress? How about both? I know, it's crazy.
Mercury.
Back you up. After what I just told you.
Those are Salem's new orders. And I know better than to disobey Salem.
But...
Okay, I'm holding in a comment saying Emerald for the win because I really want Emerald to win.
We can't stop Salem. You told me yourself. Hazel tried. He failed, and he got in line.
Nora Scars.
You want to know how she got these scars?
That was
Pretty awesome. Yeesh.
I'm so sorry.
That was crazy.
Winter.
Winter's is good, but she's a second. She's second place for me, but I have to go with Emerald.
In front of that vault. We
Big Mass Effect and 7 armor vibes.
Take the Aesops. I want constant updates.
And the Oscar for Best Redesign goes to Winter.
Winter? Really? Okay. Okay.
Congratulations to Winter. This one was so well deserved, and it was my personal favorite pick. This redesign
wow, it was close to Emerald
though.
Emerald was close
and made her even cooler. This volume showed us so many things in character design that we hadn't seen in previous volumes, and RWBY knocked it out of the park with this one. Thank you, RWBY, for working so hard on something that so many people toss to the side.
Oh, I think. Oh, Cal said that her and Hunter's category's coming up, so.
And this volume was chock full of it. So thank you to
Ponytail
RWBY,
supremacy.
and congratulations again to our winner.
Good day, everybody. It is Calxiyn and Hunter here
Cal and Hunter!
for Best Merch. You may have already seen me, probably a little bit too much to be honest, but if you don't know, Hunter and I make videos on my channel, Calxiyn. We do reactions, discussions, analysis, theories on RWBY, but other anime and video games as well.
We also make videos about RWBY merch, giving our thoughts to what's in the store, as well as showing off the pieces we've actually bought. So we are so excited to be announcing the award this evening.
Not only did characters get new outfits this volume, but the fandom also got to dress up in some RWBY Volume 8 merch.
RWBY merch is how we rep our favorite characters, from action-ready Winter and Penny, to metal Nora and RWBY, to stunning pieces for Junior and Salem, and occasionally RWBY ramen bowls. The design team definitely upped the ante this year.
And don't forget about those pretty glasses and mugs either. You'll want those handy as we toast to the winner and, of course, the nominees. These are the nominees for Best Merch Release.
I can't even find my crow pen. I think it's somewhere up in my room, but I don't have time to get it.
Collection.
They're so cute and tiny.
RWBY Glass Collection.
There were a lot of choices for this one, but if there's one that shows up
RWBY Metal Collection.
But if there's one that shows up in particular, Rip Wallets.
RWBY Mug Collection.
The only mug shot I can approve of.
The Junior, Salem, Penny, Ein Lee Collection.
Yes! Yes! That's the one! Yes!
And the Oscar goes to...
The Ainley collection, come on!
Junior Salem Penny Ainley collection!
Ainley for the win! Yes! Oh, that art of Salem is sick! Oh, that was always so good. Oscar too, and John Redden and Nora, obviously. But man, that was good.
Congratulations to the design team in Ainley.
It's no surprise that the Ainley collection pretty good win this year. The wall scrolls were absolutely beautiful, and the shirts finally gave fans of Junior, or I guess what's left of Juniper, Salem, Penny, and especially Oscar, an amazing way to rep their
They could have remade Team Juniper
face.
with Penny as a permanent addition to their team, but
the
no.
showcase that left an unforgettable impact on the fans. We can't wait to see what wonderful and baffling creations the merch team has in store for us next volume. I'm thinking a Shade Academy sunblock, or Blake Belladonna fish fillet knife, or an alternative reality tropical beach survival kit.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
RWBY fans, hello Oscars audience. It's good to see you all. I'm Katie.
I'm Megan.
And we generally do a reaction channel that's RWBY, that's all things Rooster Teeth animation. We also have a horror channel.
Yay!
Where we do all things horror, and that's where you can see me jump out of my skin if you want to.
Yes, Silver Screams.
Silver Screams.
It's a good time.
And of course, we have the obligatory podcast. We are part of Rooster Team Radio, where we team up with 2 other hosts, and again, talk about all things Rooster Teeth animation, all things RWBY. We have a very, very good time. We have been
so which
fans
category are
of
they
Rooster Teeth since
presenting?
early Red vs. Blue.
Yeah, it was like season 3 was what was going on when my older brother initially got me into it, and I've stuck with Rooster Teeth ever since.
And I think one of my friends bought the season 1 DVD from GameStop way back in the day.
That's where I got it too.
Wow.
That's how we started. So we've been here for a while. Lucky enough to see the RWBY premiere at RTX, and we've been just in it to win it since then. And we are absolutely honored to be invited to participate in the Oscars and to present here. So thank all of you.
Thank you guys so much. This is so cool.
We're so excited. And without further ado, we'd like to move into our first category. Memes.
The memes!
Social currency, internet hieroglyphics, that one thing that you say in real life on accident and then you have to spend the next 15 minutes explaining the context. Memes. We know them, we love them, the internet generates them, and we have generated some fantastic memes for this season. Some of them came and went in the span of an episode, some of them stuck around for the long haul. And these are your nominees for Best Meme.
Oh, great. What have we got?
Before, after RWBY.
Whoa. Wow.
Bill, #1 dud.
Like, rules, I do what I want.
Read the sign, Bill. Read the sign. Why don't you ever just
Read the
pay
sign.
attention? You're in here late all the time. Your coworkers.
Remnant's chew toy.
Oh my god, that is savage.
Oscar.
That is savage. Oh my
Team
god.
Arcos.
You can do. Let me.
Oh my god, that's so cruel because both Pyrrha and Sean have killed Penny. All because of Cinder, but ugh. Wow. That is savage.
Weiss ejected.
Launch.
Yes! Yes! Please! Please!
And the winner is...
Weiss ejected!
Weiss ejected!
Yes!
If you lie back in the tube and press launch...
Weiss was not the imposter. Nora was the imposter.
This... I love this meme so much.
Ooh, that was,
oh my god, 11 seconds of just laughing my face.
Quite a win.
It's so,
that's over
so good.
the votes.
Like, the thing about this meme is, like, it's exactly what... Like, it's the sort of thing where it's like, memes can only exist because of the culture and the time and place in which they're created.
A confluence effect.
Exactly. And that's exactly what this particular meme is.
And we loved the scene when we first saw it. We laughed like crazy when we first saw it. And
even the moment itself is funny.
The social game of the past year and a half, especially since we haven't been able to be social. So seeing them stitched together in such a perfect way is just chef kiss material.
Absolutely.
Well done.
It was
Congratulations, Weiss ejected. Well deserved.
Sirs and Madams with Sterling.
And Cheryl, hello.
Thanks for letting us join you guys. Thank you, Murder-of-Birds, for putting all this together for us.
Indeed. Welcome to the Oscars, you guys. We're super pumped to be here.
Yeah, so just a little bit about Sirs and Madams. We do a lot of reactions to RWBY, obviously, and a few other things. We also do lots of gaming on Twitch and YouTube now. We've been friends for about 10 plus years. I've stopped counting after 7. So I lost
like,
count.
Your family after 7. It's just, cut it off. But yeah, I think that's part of our dynamic for sure.
Hey, even Eddie's watching the Oscars. This is awesome.
Through music, through arts, through gaming. We like stuff.
There's Luna.
We know you like stuff. So we all share our stuff. That's how it goes. Yeah, the other thing that we do, I think, on our channel, it kind of makes us unusual, is we do RWBY covers. We are a bunch of crazy musicians, and so we've tried to put that to work for the community. So if you're interested in hearing some of our stuff, you can visit our channel and see what we've covered so far, and we've always got stuff in the pipeline, so hopefully we'll have some more stuff soon.
Absolutely. Good music is good music no matter what type of media.
I knew they were going to talk about music.
TV, even a web series like this.
Is it best
Absolutely.
score
I know
or
that
best
I personally was introduced to RWBY
vocal
through the music, even before the show. And I think that exceptional songwriting and exceptional performances are really what draws us in to this show so much.
And these are the nominees for Best Song.
Be strong and hit stuff.
Okay, best vocal track. Music to my ears. Stay!
For Every Life.
That was a great intro. Choose the wrong side. Sometimes it's worth it all. For every life. I'm sorry, I'm a terrible singer.
Friend.
I heard a song once. It posed this point of view that wishes made on stars are likely to come true.
By the way, Cal, if you're watching this, your cover of this song was phenomenal.
I searched the sky and hoped to find a star who'd send a light.
I swear, they were just rubbing Penny's death in
is
faces with that one. The sky is falling. When it falls, it intensifies. Yeah, essentially. That was a great song to accompany that chase.
The truth.
Scrub the dishes in the sink. No one said that you should think. Shine the silver, wash the clothes, and when you're finished, darn the socks. Draw my bath, fetch my slippers, fill my glass, and rub my feet. Hurry up, you're so slow. You're no good. I hope you know that your life is of no use, and the truth is that no one's ever loved you.
And the winner is... Friend!
Friend!
Friends.
Do hearts always make you feel this warm? My wish came true the day that you appeared and called me friend.
Damn. I mean, totally deserved, but still. We'll miss you, Penny. Wow.
Yay and sad at the same time. But I feel like, all RWBY songs that are the excellent ones are either super heartfelt or super a bop, and this song kind of transitions between the two. So, very good choice,
man. And it was the perfect ending for the volume, just to encapsulate everything, and just, like you said, the bop was just...
we needed it at the end. So, nice choice, fandom.
Salutations.
Oh my god.
Hello, ladies,
hey,
gentlemen,
Dan!
and others. My name is Dan, the voice behind that Kaito Dan. And before anything else, thank you so much to Arnold and Cal for inviting me on as one of this year's Oscar Award hosts. This is a fantastic way to celebrate the end of the previous volume, bring the fandom together, and also, most importantly, give love back to the massively talented people behind the show, the RWBY. Every single person involved in this show deserve awards of their own for their hard work, pure talent, and dedication to this series that we all love, especially over this last year or so being the mother of all douche canoes. So yeah, thank you again to Arnold and Cal, and thank you massively to every single person involved in this show. Much love and respect. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy who makes all the bad puns on Twitter or on several RWBYtuber live streams.
Yeah.
But I'm also a lifelong RWBY fan ever since the initial color trailers. And from Volume 2 onwards, I've been making several RWBY content, including episode reviews and reactions, as well as countdowns, news updates, and much more. I also react to several other Rooster Teeth works like Death Battle, recorded by RWBY and RWBYTubers, and just anything else that I have a fancy in, like Nintendo Directs, State of Plays, and Smash reveals. But today, I'm here to present a few voice acting awards as an avid fan of the profession. Voice acting by itself is no easy feat, as you're limited to just one part of your body to bring to life several unique personalities and characters of all shapes and sizes.
I once saw a clip of Sam Ireland recording Nora
having to record their lines in unfamiliar territories, like homemade booths, different studios, and
how much
comes to shove,
effort voice actors put into a performance.
Still, Volume 8 was home to some of the finest performances in the entire series, including many of the talented gents in this category, proving that there is a massive amount of talent in RWBY's long list of voiceover stars. These are the nominees for Best Voice Actor in a Supporting Role.
Supporting role, okay.
Christopher Sabat as Dr. Arthur Watts.
Oh, yes! Please! Please, Christopher Sabat.
Sadly, it doesn't make taking down Pietro's magical science project any less cumbersome.
Oh, I trust you can come up with something.
Ooh, the trust is palpable.
Oh, he was
Benoit
good.
as Pietro Polendina.
She's right, Pietro. We have to remember the big picture.
I don't care about the big picture. I care about my daughter.
Ooh.
I lost you before.
Silencing the crowd.
They
did that last time too. No. Over 9,000 viewers, really?
Chance to watch
wow.
You live your life.
Jason Liebrecht as Crow Bronwyn.
But the thing that really stings, for the first time in a while, I thought, maybe I could be around somebody, anybody, without my semblance making it.
Over 1,100. Yeah, and he also did the Hound.
It just feels like a
childish dream.
Gone. Like everybody else.
Like Summer.
Nick Bauer as Maro Amin.
You call
my
this
boy Maro
doing Salem's job for her? I believed in you. I thought we could work towards something better. But now you're throwing it all away. Do you even believe what you're saying anymore? Do any of you believe in anything? I used to wear this rank with pride. Now I see it for what it really is.
A collar. That was
Shannon
awesome.
McCormick as Ozpin.
I'd like to express again that this is my burden to bear, not yours. His grudge is with me.
No, it'll be even worse. He's holding back with me. I can tell.
I understand, I do. But you've done so much already. The least I can do is give you a break and try to get us out of here.
And the Oscar for Best Voice Actor in a Supporting Role goes to Chris Sabat as Dr. Arthur Watts.
Dr.
Congratulations.
Watts! Okay. I knew it was going to be either him. I knew it was probably going to be
Not
him.
that I could telekinetically force her to do whatever I want.
Like, just that one scene with Cinder sealed it.
Her, you dimwit. She's on a set path now. At least she should be. As much as I hate to admit it, there seems to be some part of her capable of resisting. Regardless, it's only a matter of time before her mechanical body succumbs to the virus. She'll open the vault, then she'll destroy herself, and our little Penny problem will be...
Yeah, I think that's a more than deserving winner. You'll probably hear me say this a lot in these categories. Any people nominated for these awards could have easily won it. They've had some fantastic performances over the course of this volume.
Yep, they all did
Chris
great.
Sabat more than deserved to win it himself. He's been on fire, pardon the pun, given the last episode, with his performances as Watts over the whole volume and beyond.
Savagery IQ was over 9,000. I completely agree with you, Jay Solomon.
Chef's kiss of a roast against Cinder midway through the volume. Just a fantastic scene that really showed Chris's talent at giving such charisma and vitriol and just arrogance in that kind of like bravado voice of his. He's a top tier talent in the world of voice acting by itself, and that quality just showed immensely. You
can't just be deserving, you have to be worthy.
Chris Sabat, you deserve this award, most definitely. Congratulations again. Next up, we have Best Voice Actress in a Supporting Role. Like their male counterparts, the nominees in this category offered up plenty of noteworthy performances that showed quality acting can be found beyond the focused faces and major characters, further enriching a scene and oftentimes stealing it altogether. Be it moments of raw passion that gripped our hearts, or brief supportive comments that lifted up our spirits before the next moment of pain. These leading ladies showed great skill at making even the smallest of roles leave the biggest impacts. These are the nominees for Best Voice Actress in a Supporting Role. Aneris Quinones as Harriet Bree.
I really had you pegged as the most level-headed.
I'm sorry, I cannot stand Harriet. I mean,
feelings don't.
Credit to her voice actor, she did well, but...
When you lose someone on your team, you move on. Replace them. Like Marrow replaced Tortuga, and Winter replaced... No!
Aaron Zek as Blake Belladonna.
I know you don't always know what to do, but that's never stopped you from doing something.
That scene with Ruby was
I was like that
beautiful.
As a girl, but time and a lot of other things took their toll on me.
Barbara Dunkelman as Yang Xiaolong.
Straight facts.
Because something bad happened to you once upon a time? Nobody gets a fairy tale ending.
That was good.
Everything I've lost, every person I've lost is because of you.
And who is it I've taken from you, girl?
Summer Rose. My mom.
Kara Eberly as Wai Schnee.
Snowshoe Shipping is an SDC subsidiary, meaning all the drones here report to the company, not the general.
Excuse me.
The pneumatic tubes allow for dust refined in the crater to be sent straight up to Atlas. We just need to find the one for the military base.
Are there any buildings in Atlas that your family doesn't own?
That isn't relevant at the moment.
Kaden Jensen as May Marigold.
Once Robin learned about Amity Tower, she wouldn't shut up about it. Wherever she is, I'm sure she would want us doing what we can to get it up in the air and get the world talking again. Besides, Fiona's got your friends helping out in my stead. Between our secret weapon and my semblance, you all couldn't be in better hands.
And the Oscar,
that's
Best
a good one.
Voice
Kaden
Actress
did a
in
really good
Supporting
job.
Role goes to
She did a really good job voicing May.
Aaron Zek as Blake
Blake,
Belladonna.
okay.
Congratulations.
I know you don't always know what to do, but that's never stopped you from doing something. I was like that as a girl, but time and a lot of other things took their toll on me. And then I wasn't sure if that kind of girl could actually survive in the world. Until I met you. It was a little strange at first because you were younger, but I've always looked up to you, RWBY. And I still do.
That was
Again,
so
like,
good.
Ladies, all of them in this category.
Holy
just fantastic
crap.
performances around, especially
That's
me
how many
personally, I
votes
really
that
loved the
category
performances
got?
from Aneris and Kaden. Just
Only
absolutely
2
top
votes
stuff that really made
apart.
me invested in their characters. The same can be said for all
That
the ladies
is
in this category.
crazy.
They more than deserve their nominations, let alone the possibility of winning. As for Aaron, just fantastic performances all around. She's really showing Now that she's lifted off some of the weight of Adam on her shoulders.
2 votes apart. That is insane.
Blake can be a very sincere, very supportive character. We got that fantastic moment with RWBY that showed that underneath all her own stress and strife, she can be the support that other people need. And obviously that scream is going to live long in my head when Yang fell. That's going to be like one of those standout lines and performances that's going to live long in the memory. And that just shows that Aaron just absolutely kills getting right down to the heart and emotion of a scene. Just a fantastic performance, just an all-around brilliant showing from Ms. Zek. Congratulations.
That scream was really good.
We now move up a level.
Again, Dan, okay. Are we paid this time or what?
In a year that has tested themselves away from the mic just as much, if not more, than their characters' thrilling arcs have made them.
1 vote valued at 2 points. That's crazy.
These actors, over the course of the whole volume, took charge
with
consistent
insane.
grade A performances, further proving their genuine, award-winning talent, be they seasoned veterans or relative newcomers to the acting scene. Whether it was performances that made the pain of suffering sting all the more, further celebrated moments of massive growth, or just entertained us over every bump on their rise and falls, these lot made sure to give every scene task their way their very best. And I can say in full confidence, mission accomplished. These are the nominees for Best Voice Actor in a Leading Role.
Leading Role, okay.
Aaron Dismuke as Oscar Pine and Ozpig.
Protection Squad, where are you?
Why she came for you.
2 of them are in the void,
so... Make you believe that this is what you needed?
This is what you deserve!
Yes! But Oscar, the people of Atlas, Remnant, you haven't done what you've done for justice. You've done it for yourself. Because she pushed you to think it would help you. Well, has it?
Jason Rose as General James Ironwood.
Goodbye, Ironwood. Hello, Tin Man.
Bomb. That's all it will take. If there is no mantle, then there is no reason for you not to work with me. Neither of us want it to come to that. But one of us is willing to do it.
If anyone tries anything other than what I've ordered, mantle is gone.
You have 1 hour to respond.
Miles Luna as Jean Arc.
Bomba Boy's come a long way, man.
I did cheat my way into Beacon. And I'm glad I had people around me to help me see that I was bigger than that mistake. You've got people around you too. You don't have to force yourself to be strong. The more you hide from what you're feeling, the more alone you're going to feel.
Neith Ohm as Lai Ren.
And by keeping her from opening the vault
Neith
for
was
Ironwood,
really good.
we're just trapping the whole city for Salem. People are going to die because of us.
So what? We should just give Ironwood what he wants? Abandon Mantle? You think Atlas is still going to be able to float to safety now that she's here?
I don't know, but these aren't the kinds of decisions we should be making because we have no idea what we're doing.
Okay, both of you, cut it out.
I'm just saying what nobody else wants to. We're in way over our heads. RWBY is barely more than a kid. I'm just an orphan from the middle of nowhere.
Ren,
You cheated your way into Beacon!
William Orendorff as Hazel Reinhardt.
Stop lying!
The voice of the Grim? Wow, that's awesome.
When she came for me, I killed her over and over again. The longest she was gone was only a few hours before she put herself back together. When I couldn't lift my arms anymore, she showed me that through her, I could have the vengeance I needed.
And the Oscar for Best Voice Actor in a Leading Role goes to...
Either Aaron, Miles, or Neith.
Jason Rose as General James Ironwood. Congratulations, good sir.
Okay. Jeez.
Hello, I'm worried for your safety. Tell me where you are, and I'll have you picked up right away. Atlas needs you, Penny. Salem is here.
I'll admit, he did do a good job of feigning sanity.
She's not going anywhere until you change your mind about Mantle. There's still a chance for Remnant to
Mantle? You're still worried about Mantle? Remnant is doomed, RWBY. Unless we leave, Salem will destroy Atlas, and with it, any hope humanity has left. We need to think about the future. If she makes it through her defenses, everything that follows will be on your hands.
Yeah, I think Jason more than deserved this award. And again, all of these guys could have easily have gone in themselves. I want to give big praise as well to Neef. I think he's really evolved over the years as Ren. Just fantastic stuff. And this volume, he really got to throw himself into some very unfamiliar but still entertaining emotions and
more votes
tones,
from Hazel.
and he absolutely killed it. Same for William and Aaron and Miles. They just all did a fantastic job. But as for Jason, I mean, the guy has absolutely brought the character to life in a way that I think few others could. He really knows how to balance between strong and intimidating versus fragile and paranoid. And this volume, we've seen the full gambit. We've seen him strong, we've seen him fearful, we've seen him paranoid, we've seen him angered, we've seen him creepy and chilling. The guy has an absolute masterclass performance rate with every single expression and emotion.
Yeah, Willie was definitely not.
I'm really,
he was supporting.
really respectful of Jason's performances over the years, and this volume has just been
I'll admit,
insane.
Jason did do a great performance.
One of my favorite performances from him is, I believe, in Ultimatum, where we got 2 different laughs from him over the course of like a few seconds, and Jason just twisted enough with enough of a more like darker edge to it that it sounds so different, so you can tell that this is the point when Ironwood has well and truly gone off the deep end.
Yeah,
they're trying to save Mantle. This has always been about Mantle, hasn't it? I need to make a call.
Just a fantastic performance, and Jason more than deserves this award. Absolutely fantastic job.
Yeah,
respect to
good,
you,
good on you, Arnold, for adding the laughs. Another
Dan.
Yeah,
we had best
voice
security. Actress in a leading role. Each
best
of these
actress in a leading role.
Made
Here we go.
Out of their character's most enticing.
Obviously,
and
he must be doing
content
all
in
of
recent
the.
Years. Many of them having to branch out into vastly different material than what's attributed to their characters, and yet these lot took to these uncharted waters flawlessly, showcasing their range with equal skill to their already richly praised work in the past. From tender or fragile to bold or chilling, whatever the scene, these leading ladies did not hide away from the spotlight of center stage, but instead stood proud.
I gotta think Taylor
and showed us all why they earned that spotlight, and why without them, many of our favorites lose a core piece of what makes them truly special. These are the nominees for Best Voice Actress in a Leading Role.
I gotta go with Taylor.
Elizabeth Maxwell as Winter Schnee.
I repeat, is anyone receiving these messages?
Oh my god. Yes, Elizabeth.
Can anyone report status
Either Elizabeth Maxwell or Taylor.
I've never wavered in fighting the enemies of this kingdom. And I won't start now.
Ooh,
Jen Taylor as Salem.
Lies come out of you so easily. Like-minded souls indeed. One of you is going to tell me what you know. I don't much care if it is you or Ozma. Either way, I'll finally have the relic.
Lindsay Jones as Ruby Rose.
We want you to make a new version of her.
Crater Face is also
using her
come a long
exact
way.
same robot parts.
Yeah.
That was curiously worded, girl.
An exact copy of her would include the virus. An exact copy of her without the virus would cease to exist the second you make something else. And we kind of want to keep her around longer than that.
Samantha Ireland as Nora
Oh
Valkyrie.
my god.
We've been together our whole lives, but I feel like I understand him less now than ever. And I don't know
That,
if that's his fault or mine.
like I mentioned before, that
don't
clip
actually know
of
who I
Sam
am.
voicing Nora with that
Without
scene
Ren.
between her and Ren in Weiss's room, that was
Pretty sad.
that was just beautiful to watch.
Taylor McNee as Penny Polendina.
We'll cross the bridge, then go left, straight, right, straight, left, up, right, straight, right, straight, left, left. And my name is Penny.
And the Oscar for Best Voice Actress in a Leading Role goes to Taylor McNee as Penny Polendina.
Taylor!
Congratulations.
And after the launch, I'll return to help you all with the evacuation. But they need me here. right? I guess we all have to do some things we would rather not.
Taylor, just a fantastic job with a character that is usually very strict on the one-note, chipper and bright-eyed personality, but over the last 2 volumes alone, and in this volume especially, we've really seen the range of emotion in that character and in Taylor's performances. Again, any of the other ladies in these categories could have easily won them themselves, but I think Taylor just absolutely like shot to the stars and shined bright with how well she's able to explore Penny's want of being able to make her own choices.
I think Sam should have gotten
all the
third.
Desperation in her voice. We've seen her feel more human. We've seen her sad. We've seen her angry. We've seen her desperate for just attention, for respect. And just that one, like, tender moment where she's hugging Ruby and she asks, do hugs always feel this warm? At that moment, you really feel that Penny has finally gained herself of a humanity that she's desperately wanted. But at the same time, when you look back, you do hear just how human she is. And Taylor just absolutely, just a fantastic performance, really making her so endearing, so charming, but also so bold and brave. She is the protector of Atlas. She is the kind soul underneath the metal skin. She is one of the most endearing, sweet, brave characters in the entire series, and she went out with a performance that broke me in several ways. And that just showed not only just like great writing for the character, but the writing is elevated just by
when
Taylor's
she said, "Let me choose this one
sincere,
thing,"
genuine
when she basically asked Jean to
massive
kill her,
respect
that
to Taylor.
was
Much love to you, and everyone has been nominated in these categories. Congratulations to all the winners and everyone who was nominated.
Sirs and madams, it's Cheryl.
And Sterling.
We're back. Hi, we missed you. So, this next category coming up, before we present it, we want to give a special shout out to the 2 people who made the voting process possible. They poured through over 50 scores over the course of RWBY this season to make sure that the best ones were available for you guys to vote on.
And since everybody who watches our channel knows I suck at the English language, we just want to give a shout out to Mitchell.
And Sarah. So thank you guys very much for your contributions. We hope we do you justice in this category. When it comes to storytelling, one of the most important aspects of TVs and movies is the score. The score is one of the most important
so this is the
threads
best
when
score.
you're weaving a tale.
And without the character even saying anything,
yeah,
the
I
music going on in the
definitely
background can
wanted
make you laugh, cry, or even tell you what's going
music
on in the
when
character's head
Winter
as they're
got
doing
her
the scene.
powers
And sometimes a
confronted
piece
Cinder
of
in the
music in
vault.
RWBY specifically will make you remember an exact scene, an exact moment, and an exact time in our characters' journeys. Here are the nominees for Best Episode Score.
After the Fall.
Yeah, not to be confused with the...
Atlantis.
Ooh, that was good too. That scene left me shaking.
Penny's Choice.
Salutations!
That was painful.
Where?
I've noticed that each piece of music shown so far has been in the final 2 chapters.
I thought of you, and here we are.
Oh, Penny.
Just the realization on Winter's face.
The Hound reveal.
Damn, Salem, you scary!
Take the girl. Take the girl. Take the girl. Take the girl. Take the girl.
Winter's Gift.
Winter's Gift, that's my choice. Ooh, I just got chills
And
just
the
from
winner
that.
is the Hound reveal.
Really? Okay, well, if they're going to include the choir part, then yeah, that was good too.
What was that? It was a person.
So this music added so much to that scene, I think, because it was just
Oh,
heavy.
Winter's Gift takes
there
seconds.
was a lot going on, and the
Okay.
music really brought you in and showed you exactly what you need to pay attention to, and that is why scores are so important. And
They
thank you
are.
to
They
everyone
add
at
a
RWBY
lot to a
who
scene.
worked on this amazing music for the show, because it really wouldn't be the same without it. Thank you, guys.
See you next time.
Hey everyone, I am
Yo,
Phoenix
Phoenix
Knight, a fan of
Knights!
RWBY for over
He actually
6
worked
years
with,
now, getting into it
he
just
worked with
after Volume
RWBY.
2 aired, and someone with far too many ideas about the show in his head. But a little over 3 years ago, I decided to put that to good use and started making review videos for each episode as they were airing, starting to make my ideas into theory videos, branching into analyzing the different characters and semblances, the different interactions in the show, so much so that it's branched into creating my own original characters set in the world of RWBY, and following their ongoing story on my YouTube channel, even going so far as to create a tournament based around the Vital Festival with all of the different characters
Phoenix
in the
Festival.
RWBY series. And this year, even branching into using all of your original characters as well in their own tournament, something that will be decided through the ongoing original character contest that is currently going on my channel until the end of May. So if you're watching this, you might have a chance to get involved. But right now, we are hosting the Oscars, and it is my pleasure to host 2 of the categories this year. Thank you so much to MurderofBirds and Calxiyn for giving me this opportunity, and thank you to all of you who participated in this wonderful event. With every new episode of RWBY that airs, there's always this sense of wanting more after it's over, and Volume 8 took that to a whole other level. It
took it to an
Of Volume
extreme.
7, each episode of Volume 8 built on the last, building towards that eventual conclusion of the overall volume. Every episode had so much work put into it, and it's so apparent that everyone
Best
who
episode?
worked on it wanted it to be the best that it could be. I hope everyone who worked on it is proud of their efforts, because we as fans couldn't be happier with the end result. I personally think that Volume 8 is one of, if not the best volume of RWBY so far, and I really look forward to seeing where everything goes in the future. But for now, we will see what episodes of Volume 8 are the best.
Okay,
These are your
best
nominees
chapter.
for Best Episode.
Here we go.
Chapter 9, Witch.
Rip Hazel, man. Rip Hazel.
I really don't know.
That was a good one.
Go! Now!
Chapter 10,
Ultimatum.
Operative Schnee, let them go.
You... what?
Winter allowed them to go on board the creature to rescue their friend. And they never came back.
God damn it, Harriet.
They were our last chance.
Now I have
nothing.
Ironwood really hates tables.
Chapter 12, Creation.
Do hugs always make you feel this warm inside? Yes. Wow. More! We should probably make sure our theory works.
And start the evacuation.
Oh my god.
Free to create and... Oh, it's you guys again.
We're not done with you.
Ambrosius was fun to watch.
Chapter 13, Worthy.
I knew your plan was
Biggest
bold,
outplay,
but
yep.
I never could have predicted all of this. At least not without a little help from Jen. I suppose I have all of you to thank for one last lesson. Sometimes, if you want to win, you simply can't do it alone. RWBY!
Chapter 14, the
final word. And that's checkmate. I'm surprised that Risk wasn't on there.
You have sacrificed everyone else. You closed the borders. You squeezed Mantle until it broke.
And the Oscar for Best Episode goes to...
But I'm thinking Ultimatum or the final word.
Chapter 14, the final word.
Yeah. Pretty much as soon as Winter went through, I knew Jean wasn't going to make it.
This is honestly so fitting for how Volume 8 was structured, with the siege of Atlas starting at the beginning of the volume and culminating in everything that we saw throughout leading up to the finale. The hacking of Penny, forcing Team RWBY and everyone to get the Relic of Creation and ultimately abandon Atlas, trying to save as many people as they could. And the episode itself had everyone on the edge of their seats. Who is going to fall? Who is going to survive the volume? And don't even get me started about the cliffhanger at the ending. You want to talk about leaving us off so we wanted more? We ended with Wonderland, not knowing the fates of
Neverland.
Our main cast.
I like to think it's based more on Neverland because it's got more of an island setting.
It's one of the most iconic episodes in RWBY, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where this will take us in Volume 9.
Hello everyone, my name is the Judgmental Critter. I'm super jazzed to be a part of the Oscars, and thank you all for voting and for watching this right now. Just thank you so much. As for who I am, I do RWBY reviews, I talk about lots of different stuff like character designs, I make redesigns, I take a deeper look at cinematography, I have RWBY supplemental material, RWBY fan-made animations, and just a whole lot more. A real grab bag of RWBY stuff going on over here. RWBY's got a massive cast of colorful characters, both figuratively and literally, and every year RWBY delivers us a bunch of brand new characters who always end up becoming our new favorites. With a show like RWBY, who has a near constant rotating cast of characters, it's important for the fresh new faces to leave a strong enough impact to still resonate with audiences, even amidst the old well-loved classics. This category proves how a character can leave their mark on the show. There weren't that many new characters in this one because it was basically Volume 7 Part 2. These are the nominees for Best New Character.
I'm thinking either Ambrosius. Yep. The Blue Man Group. We'll remember this. Oh man, we still haven't seen her since Volume 3. I'm not even sure if she survived the trip to Vacuum.
Come to engage my
Creative Wilds.
All I'll say is it better be worth it after my last project. A floating city? How pedestrian.
Fiona's uncle.
Fee, we got another fight breaking out.
Yep, Gus is finally in RWBY.
Thanks, Uncle. We'll handle it.
Madam.
You're to make sure the laundry is folded, the dishes are spotless, and the floors are clean enough to eat off of. Now,
you created a monster.
The floor looks filthy.
You created a monster.
I've seen you around, and I think it's safe to say you're not getting the most fair treatment.
You inadvertently created a monster.
I can't really blame you for what you're thinking.
You don't know what.
But hurting them isn't going to make your life any better.
Outside.
You could run, but you're gonna be running for the rest of your life.
The Stepsisters.
You missed
honestly,
a spot.
They deserve what Cinder did to them.
And the Oscar for Best New Character goes to Ambrosius.
Yes!
Congratulations.
Ambrosius was awesome.
I suppose I could do a little add a touch of. But if I do that, how much of the old painting would be my work and how much would be her? Just coming up to the surface. This is all very exciting and very dangerous. I don't know what the results are going to be.
We don't have any other options. We believe in her.
Yep.
Then ready yourselves to witness
my artistry.
Ambrosius is such
was
a
awesome.
top-tier best boy. I'm not too surprised he won. He almost immediately won me over. With
Ospid did say he was a character,
demeanor,
and
which is a very fun contrast
he was very
compared to
much
Jin's
right.
more serious nature. From the way he rolls around, swinging his feet back and forth playfully, or how he eagerly zips around as he starts envisioning his next biggest creation. It's Ambrosius's little mannerisms that really elevated him to be above and beyond. His design is like really striking and memorable, which is cool because the similarities between him and Jin is a lot of fun to see, but I like how he still looks uniquely himself, even though he shares similar color palettes and like concepts with Jin. Ambrosius really does feel like his own
I can only imagine how the spirits of destruction and choice are going to look.
And his voice actor did just an amazing
and
job. You can tell everyone who worked on
those two
Ambrosius
are going to look like the God of
actor,
Darkness.
The animators, the writers, everyone who worked with Ambrosius was having fun, and it helps make Ambrosius feel fun. His energy is very infectious. He's funny, he's personable, he's a little bit of a tricky trickster. I love him. You know, he thinks real highly of himself, but also, like, he's a cool guy. And I just can't wait to see him again. I can only imagine his sassy personality would be a lot of fun, bouncing off of the more grouchy, serious characters like Cinder and Salem. Let's give it up for Ambrosius one more time. Thanks again for watching and participating in the Oscars for Volume 8. Now then, let's dive into the next category.
Hello again, RWBY
Hello
fans.
again.
Hello again, Oscar viewers. I'm Katie.
I'm Megan.
And we are back with another category, and this one is near and dear to our hearts. So let's take a moment and talk about the Grimm. Now, as we mentioned in our previous category,
Hound.
She's a horror fan, and I'm here for it. And that means we love the Grimm. Your favorite thing that RWBY does is when it turns into a horror movie.
Absolutely. That is RWBY when it's at its finest, or at least
because
most
we can't vote Monster because that was the winner of
goes
Best Grimm of Volume 7.
movie.
So
and a peak factor in that is the Grimm, the monsters that roam the realms of Remnant. As always, we have some wonderful new Grimm, and if you've watched our channel, if you know us, you know that we like to nickname them. For example, the Wyvern is
Kevin,
and the Leviathan is
Nessie,
and of course the Knuckleby is
Jim and Randall.
Jim and Randall.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head which is which.
Jim's the guy, Randall's the horse.
I think that was it.
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure my mic was on this whole time. Oh my god.
Of course, Volume 9 has given us a bevy of incredible new Grimm to watch and name and fear, but mostly name. And of course, we would like to present the nominees for Best New Grimm. Senator.
Why do they get more disgusting?
Yeah, they get worse every season.
I don't know if you can hear me.
Sorry, my eyes are really itching right now.
But I need
it's allergy season.
The Hound.
Oh yeah. Damn, Remnant, you are scary.
Wait! It's using Oscar as a shield!
But Grimm aren't that smart.
But people are.
Ravagers.
We can't go back. The portal won't last.
Oh yeah, they are in the novel. It's been a while since I've read them. I better do that again before Volume 9 starts. Yep, the Grimbats.
Sulfurfish.
Oh, they were the winners of the contest. Okay.
And the winner is...
It's obviously the Hound. Come on.
Can you get a drum roll? Smart Alec.
What did I say? What did I say? There was no other option.
We love the Hound so much.
Oh, it was a landslide.
I'm so excited. I mean, in some
ways, I had no doubt that the Hound was gonna win.
Oh yeah, the Hound was the standout Grimm of this season, and of course, in keeping with our naming tradition, the Hound somehow went through 4 names for us. Started as Ditto because he was a shapeshifter, turned into Krampus because he took away children, and then it became Soylent because Soylent Hounds are people, and John Doe because we don't know who's in there. So any one of those works, but we love the Hound.
So much.
It was awesome.
I always appreciate, again, when RWBY goes full horror movie, and also just the uniqueness of each Grimm that encapsulates, like, the horror of the world of Remnant. And we got that with the Nuclavy, we got it with the Apathy.
Apathy,
and, like, the Hound, I think, is, like, I think the Hound
next step in this evolution of horror.
It's taken the horrifying elements of Grimm and taking it to its logical conclusion.
Oh, I would say logical next step.
Logical extreme.
One
show's
fear.
not over yet.
One fear, except the fear is Salem, and it encompasses many.
Yeah.
So yes, congratulations, Krampus, Soylent, John Doe, the Hound.
Oh my god.
You deserve this win.
It did.
And thank you to everyone who voted. Thank you for inviting us on. We had a fantastic time. Thank you for watching.
Hello, and once again,
I am Raijin
here
Raijin
to
Rising.
present to you the results for Best Male and Best Female Character in a Minor Role. Though you would not find this category in the typical theatrical awards show, Best Characters in a Minor Role is really great to have, so that every character, no matter what part they play in the plot, can get their
It's been going on for an hour and 20 minutes already. This is crazy.
When they might
Yeah,
not be big
Whitley,
enough to be considered
he
for the
did a
supporting role
complete 180 for
category.
me.
You know, they may only get a couple lines
in this
or
volume
they might
alone.
Be
because
in only
he
one
was
or
a
two
little
episodes
shit,
throughout
but it's
the
only because
entire
his dad
volume,
made
but
him into
they
a
make
little
their mark
shit.
on
But
the story nonetheless, and that's
he
worth
really
considering.
came
So to start,
through in this volume.
These are your nominees for Best Male Character in a Minor Role. Ambrosius.
So she isn't.
Physical embodiment of
I'd love to
literally.
meet whoever
Yeah.
did this.
Yeah.
I see. There's something eating away at her. I'm guessing you think you have some clever plan to save her. Just know, I will give you exactly what you asked for, and I don't want any complaining when it's not what you wanted.
Klein Sieben.
Clyde! The King Butlers are turned! Yes!
There was a patient here who needed my help.
I am so sorry, Klein. It's my fault that Father...
Sorry, I keep hearing things from outside, but I need my window open.
It had nothing to do with you. And everything to do
with
with
Shock. Oh, yeah.
Mercury Black.
Those are Salem's new orders.
Yeah, he's
And I
getting
know
so
better
little
than to
screen
disobey
time since Volume 3.
Look, even if what he said was true, we can't stop Salem. You told me yourself. Hazel tried. He failed, and he got in line. Big guy's not gonna pick fights he can't win. Neither should we.
Rhodes.
How old are you?
10.
And you want to be like us. You want to be a huntress. Then we've got about 7 years.
For what?
To train you for the huntsman exam.
Tyrion Kalos.
Oh, yeah.
So
Because
devoted to
they're headed
someone
straight
so
to where the others
Well,
are.
the good
So.
doctor and I were advancing the will of our goddess, dismembering the very body of this kingdom. You were merely atoning for past failures.
And the
I kind of hope we get a new outfit for him
in
in
a minor role
Vacuo, but I'm not
goes
sure.
to
I like his current outfit.
Ambrosius.
Ambrosius again!
Well, everything appears to be in order. You were quite thorough. Disappointingly so.
So, it's done.
Yeah. Oh, and one last point of clarification about this central location of yours. Do not fall. Okay, and with that dire warning.
as Oz said, he is quite the
I'm surprised
character.
Klein
And
wasn't the
honestly,
winner,
I
but
didn't think we would see
but it
We
was very
have
close though,
the staff
26.7% to
holding Atlas up,
21.5.
So clearly, if the spirit in the
21.9.
staff is necessary to be seen, we need a good enough reason. We need to be okay with putting an entire kingdom's worth of lives at risk to be able to use it. And I think that ultimately it came out very well. And his voice acting is great, his animation is great. I love the animation that happens for the different relic spirits because they're floating and they have so many different particle effects and visual effects, and so the animation that happens with them on top of already, you know, being different from a character who's rooted by gravity, they're just so expressive regardless. So it's always great to see them. And of course, for the rest of the nominees, it was great to be able to see Klein again, Mercury and Tyrion. I have the sense that with Mercury and Tyrion,
please
their
get Mercury
scenes
more
in
screen
Volume
time. He
8,
needs more
or
screen
rather,
time.
their one scene at the end of, I believe, chapter 7. That is going to be so important when we get to the Vacuo arc, whenever that is. That it's going to be so important to really remind ourselves that this is where their character arcs come from. This is where Tyrion is at. This is
Checking
where
my eye.
Mercury
I'm
is
really
at, because
sorry.
I feel like we're
I'm
going to need to call
just
back to this
allergies.
scene. But that's all I have about really to say for the male characters in a minor role. So now, these are your nominees for Best Female Character in a minor role.
Fiona?
Elm Adern.
Don't do this! They're still evacuating in Mantle! Why can't you just let me do my job? Because you're our friend! And we won't let you go through with this!
Fiona Time.
No, Crimson. I need you and your team over in Sector 11. Mantle police are helping us clear the hospital, but they're gonna need backup.
You're doing great, Fee. Robin would be proud.
I feel like you should be doing this after flexing on the news like that.
Jin.
Jin.
Ooh, I'm looking respectfully.
Why, hello again, old man. Did you have a question for me?
Maria Calavera.
Don't you think
Maria.
Penny has had enough?
Chapter 5. I know! Where is she? Where are they?
Prepare for launch. It's our only option. She's right, Pietro. We have to remember the big picture.
I don't care about the big picture.
Willow Schnee.
We have a generator near the edge of the estate.
So kind of you to join us, Mother.
Believe it or not, I am above drinking in the dark.
And the Oscar for Best Female Character in a Minor Role goes to
Maria?
Willow.
Willow. Okay.
I
Mama
can see
Schnee.
it. It's outside Winter's old room. You can kill it, can't you?
What is it doing?
I'm not sure. It's acting strange. Why is it here?
It doesn't matter. Just keep an eye on it so I can track it down. Right.
Right.
I gotta admit, I thought this category would be a toss-up between Willow and Maria. At least for me, I can understand Maria getting it after her fight scene in Chapter 5 against Neo, being the only character in the history of the show to really
No,
give
Neo would
a
probably
hard
be in
time.
either supporting or
It was
lead.
great to see Maria just have fun fighting against Neo of all characters. And at least for Willow, Mama Schnee definitely steals a lot of the scenes that she's in. I gotta say it. She's a lot of fun to watch in her own ways, and with volumes 7 and 8, she is the essential view into the broken home that is Shinny Manor, and getting to see Whitley in a new light, especially too. A lot of that comes from Willow. Like, we'd known Weiss's relationship, we'd known Winter's relationship with her family for a good portion of the show, but now seeing it through Willow's perspective, I feel a lot more important than anything that we had really seen up until this point. And I loved seeing, especially as well, her security cameras coming back for Volume 8, Chapter 8, the fight against the Hound.
That was
really,
good.
really cool to see. You know, thinking in Volume 7, it might have just been there for that one moment to justify or explain that one thing, but now, no, it's really adding this extra dynamic, this extra element to the horror of Chapter 8, and that was amazing. And Willow, she's kind of a meme too, so she's got that going for her. But that being said, that's it from me. Please enjoy the rest of the Volume 8 Ozcars, and I hope to see you around the fandom.
What is up, people of the internet? My
Bill,
name
it's her Amber. If Grim were Pokemon,
she'd
she'd catch them all.
I'm a RWBY tuber. Sort of. I also love Pokemon, Kingdom Hearts, various games, and anime. I'm also a Twitch affiliate, and I love to stream, and hopefully I get to do more of that in the future. So as you all know, I'm also part of the Oscars, but as one of the hosts, and I gotta say, it's pretty awesome. Last year, I did vote when Volume 7 ended, and being this again now, and again, as a host, I'll be doing funniest moments that happened in RWBY Volume 8. Now, RWBY has a lot of
funniest moment in Volume 8. Please let it be White Skinning in the tube, because that was good.
Moments that make you
hey! Speaking of freelance Amber,
there's
chat.
one kind of moment in RWBY that helps us cheer us up and give us a good laugh. That's right, I'm talking about funny moments, like I said before. From RWBY getting blown up back in Volume 1, to Jean getting hit on by thirsty moms in Volume 7. These are the nominees for funniest moments in RWBY Volume 8. Jean walking away from Ren and Nora.
Yeah, he gets the hits.
Oh, water.
Returning the favor from Volume 3. Wow.
I'm gonna go see if Twilight said help with Penny.
Penny explaining RWBY's semblance.
Do not worry. RWBY is capable of traveling at an extreme velocity from one point to another by breaking herself down to her molecular components, thus negating her mass and then reassembling them at the destination, theoretically making it possible for her to transport all of us in the same way, as mass no longer matters.
Rock hitting Jean.
What?
Everyone! Ow!
Wow. Wow.
Gonna need your attention.
Weiss gets vented.
So how do we use this thing? It should be simple. If you lie back in the tube and press launch...
Please let it win too.
Oscars for funniest moment in RWBY Volume 8 goes to... Weiss gets vented.
No, Weiss gets ejected.
Ow, come on! That was a once-in-a-lifetime experience!
And I can see why. I, and I'm sure many of you, absolutely lost it when Nora just happened to hit the one button, all the while Weiss was trying to explain how these shoots work. Thank you to everyone who voted for this year's Oscars.
Wow,
and
that was
thank you to the RWBY for keeping this show going. Honestly, I've been a fan of RWBY since the beginning. I was originally a Red vs. Blue fan back in high school, and then when I first saw RWBY, I immediately became such a huge fan of it, as you can see from my posters and the many figures I've bought throughout the years. From the very beginning, we can see the transition from how it all started to right now. All the voice actors, all the animators, screenwriters, everyone is awesome, and I can't wait to see more of this in the future. And for the RWBY community, it's just such a fun thing to be a part of. And I hope you all enjoy this as much as I do. Again, thank you all so much for voting.
Hey everyone, I'm Jeremy, aka Jeremy Noir Productions. I'm so excited to be here with everyone for the 2021 Oscars for RWBY Volume 8. I've been a fan of RWBY ever since the end of Volume 2, and I can't wait to see what RWBY does with the rest of it. Now, my channel doesn't exactly have much RWBY content at the moment, but Cal and Arnold keep inviting me back for these things, so I'm sure I'll make some RWBY content sometime. When it comes to RWBY, one of the things that the fans love most, and arguably even the people that work on the show love most, is the characters and how they interact with one another. Whether it be a familial relationship, a platonic friendship that's as strong as any type of familial blood, or even a romantic relationship for you shippers out there. And so, let's bring attention to that. The contestants for Best Relationship Development for RWBY Volume 8 are...
Emerald and Hazel.
Yes! Bring Hazel to Chibi.
Now!
Hazel.
Go.
Penny and Winter.
You were my friend.
Thank you for trusting me with this. When you're gone,
I won't be gone. I'll be part of you.
My heart.
I'm glad.
Ren and Nora.
Why didn't you say
Boop.
anything?
Yes.
So we failed as a team, but we succeed as a team too.
I was the one holding us back. Not John, not you, me.
Well, you're wrong. All I do is make dumb jokes and
This
smash
is the
things
scene I was
with a
talking about
hammer.
with watching Sam record.
That's not true.
The lines.
You put everything you have into what you do. You support everyone around you. You help without worrying about how it might hurt. And that's what I love about... That's why I love you.
Ruby and Penny.
I was the
We've been waiting to hear that for years. That's the dull shivers I feel for you.
I am much more than that. And I wish I was not.
But you're still you, Penny. By becoming the Winter Maiden, you did protect Mantle.
Thank you, Ruby.
Weiss, Whitley, and Willow.
How I wish Winter could be here. Surprised that the scene between Blake and Ruby wasn't on there.
I didn't forget you.
Go!
And the Ozcar for best
But
relationship.
it's got to be Ren and Nora.
development
It's
Volume
got to
8
be Ren and Nora.
goes to... I'm not surprised in the least.
Ren
It's
and
Ren and
Nora.
When my mom
Ren Nora
ran from
shippers
Grim and left me
rejoice.
behind, you found me. We became Ren and Nora.
That's the one.
But I realized on this mission apart, I don't know who just Nora is.
Sam's facial expressions there,
And
like
if
when she
I'm
was
ever
recording,
going to
was
find out,
stunning.
then I have to do it alone. Because I've always loved you, Lyren. And that pretty head on your shoulder seems like it's doing a lot better. But I still gotta get mine sorted out before I can be the partner you need. Is that...
Flower power!
It's definitely okay.
Boop,
I figured Ren and Nora were going to win. For me, they definitely were one of the best relationship outcomes.
Oh, it
to
was a
come out of
landslide,
RWBY Volume
but
8.
Blake and
It's
Ruby-
very
oh,
rare in
it did
media,
get
at least
a few
in
votes.
my opinion, to see a romance that actually comes out and says that these two people need to figure out who they each are as a person before they can get into a romantic relationship and force anything that could become something toxic. And it's just something that speaks to me very personally, and I'm definitely glad that everyone on RWBY decided to go that route. All I can say is, wow, this is amazing. Thank you again, RL, Cal, and everyone else for giving me this opportunity on the Oscars. And if anyone from RWBY is watching, I'm probably fanboying on the inside because of that, but like, I'm just excited to be a part of the RWBY community. I'm glad I could be a part of this project. So yeah, have a nice evening, guys.
One of the best things about watching an ongoing series is seeing how different plot points are building towards eventual conclusions, only for those conclusions to end up being something completely unexpected. And Volume 8 had plenty of those.
Shocking
seeing
moments.
Different things hinted throughout the volume, building towards an eventual reveal. And when it came time for that reveal to happen, it ended up being something much larger than what was expected. Or just something that blindsided us completely. As someone who makes different theory videos on the plot of RWBY, it was an absolute pleasure to watch everything unfold throughout the volume. These are your nominees for the best twists and reveals in Volume 8.
Cinder betrays Neo and Watts.
That wasn't, like, that was a big brain play by Cinder, but that was no surprise to me.
You should have never threatened me. And you should have never been born.
Post-credit
There was no
scene, Wonderland.
That was shocking. Well, basically, when I saw all of Team RWBY fall into the void, I knew that they weren't dead, so... But seeing that this is where they ended up, that was good. That's gonna be
the Hound is a silver-eyed warrior.
Oh, yeah. That was good.
Take.
That's probably gonna be the winner, I'm thinking.
Take
the girl.
Take the girl. Take the girl.
That look on Ruby's face.
Take the girl.
Watts hacking Penny.
Even if Atlas falls.
I knew that was going to happen, so... Basically, as soon as the Aesopes took Penny's sword, I was thinking, oh great, they're gonna have Watts hack Penny through that.
I do not know. I have to go. The bolts. No. Dad.
And the Oscar for Best Twist or Reveal in Volume 8 goes to the Silver-Eyed Hound.
Yep. I knew that was going to be it. No wonder it had its eyes covered.
Honestly, no surprise on this one.
Yeah, that was a
probably
landslide.
The largest reveal in Volume 8, and the amount of theories and speculation in the RWBY community is a testament to that.
Oh, yeah.
For the first half of Volume 8, once the Hound was revealed, that it was a talking Grimm, and the amount that it was hyped up, being an experiment that Salem had worked on. The speculation of if the Hound was Summer Rose, or if it was going to be a character significant to our main protagonists. All of the different theories and ideas surrounding in it culminated to the eventual reveal that the Hound was a silver-eyed warrior. This was an amazing plot point to put in the volume, and the best part about this twist/reveal is it's not over yet. There is still more to build on with it, and I am so looking forward to where it is going to be taken in the future.
All right, welcome
Semblance
everyone.
of
We're
Sanity.
Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're brothers. We have a semi-healthy obsession for stories, YouTubers. We love just getting into the emotion, the exploration of humanity, some passionate discussion, rambling, ranting, and then also just creating beautiful memories surrounding those stories. That's just what we live for.
It is our jam.
Sorry, it's
but we
really
do
warm
have a
in
few
here.
titles, some self-proclaimed, some given to us by others. The first is, of course, we are dramatic narrators.
Indeed, and I am a notorious trivia master.
Yes, and one of us, I'm not going to say who, is a published author.
Okay, it's Battle Lines, check it out. Also, we are professional anime shillers of the highest quality and grade. So I will, of course, take this moment and platform to shill Vinland Saga. Go watch it. It's incredible. It's a coming-of-age story filled with tearjerker moments and brutality and humanity. Yes, go watch it.
Stuff.
And we are hosting the Best Tearjerker category.
Yeah, over the years, RWBY has hit us with some of the most painful cliffhangers, backstories, and deaths, and red-headed suffering. Yeah. Oh, okay, but Volume 4, just shouting out here. What about the training video that Pyrrha left for Jean? Like, that's such a simple bit in Episode 2 of Volume 4, but it just destroys me every single time.
Yeah, that
Just
gets
give
to
a
me a
shout out
lot.
To literally any time that Home plays. I cannot listen to that song without crying.
Yeah, that will do it. That'll do it. These are the nominees for Best Tearjerker.
Oh boy.
Hazel's death.
Do it.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Penny's death.
Way to salt the wounds. Yeah. And what made it worse is that Jean had to be the one to do it.
Ruby and Yang's summer talk.
You know what that means then.
I wouldn't worry about that.
That's what happened to Mom. When I saw its eyes, I knew. Salem used to kill people with silver eyes, like Maria. But she's always wanted me alive.
Vine's death.
Yeah, you caused this, Harriet.
Yang fallen.
I didn't cry at that because I knew they weren't going to kill her off.
And the Oscar for Best Tearjerker goes
gotta be Penny.
to...
Penny's death.
Knew it.
But there is something you can do.
No, I don't know where the others are, but why still give us time?
Let me choose this one thing. Trust me.
All right, yeah, well, makes sense. Well deserved. That's kind of to be expected of the 5 options that were there. I really only would put Yang's and RWBY's Summer Talk as being like up there meta-wise as like one of the contenders there, because I mean, Penny's death.
No contest in my mind.
There's no real contest there. Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, yes, we got another redhead dying tragically. And Jean
Thanks, Rooster Teeth.
But what can I say? Jean's involvement was a bit more extreme this time than last time.
At least he got to be there.
Yes. Yes, Caleb. He got to be there. And it wasn't just because he didn't block an arrow. But no, this time it's because he actually killed her.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
That's the way it works.
Yeah, I'm sure the trauma won't stack up on him.
No.
Oh
not
God.
Oh my God. And as far as where things go into volume, 9, he's going to be without his crew, in the void place with the island and all that. So that's going to be its own thing.
Yeah, when he sees RWBY,
yeah. Thank you for inviting
and
us
has
to the
to be,
Oscars.
and either
sorry
he or
for
Weiss
dropping
has to break the
yellow,
news that
letter all over the place
that he
there,
had to be
but
the
I
one
mean,
to kill her.
it's like
That
golden child lost in the void.
Oh,
Sounds
that is gonna
familiar.
be crazy.
Yes, just a little.
Just a little?
Yeah.
Just a little.
Hi everybody, my name is Tanner, better known as Blizzik, and I'm going to be presenting the award for Best Monologue. If you don't know me, I'm a writer, and I make video essays on the writing in all sorts of media, mostly anime and a lot of RWBY, but I do talk about video games and movies whenever it strikes my fancy. I have a really big review of Volume 8 coming up on the horizon, and some even more fun stuff planned for after that. But for now, I am just really, really excited to be a part of this totally awesome celebration of RWBY Volume 8. When it comes to fancy schmancy wordsmithery, RWBY characters
a lot of people are saying
sometimes
Watts
they're a little too lost
should
in
win
each
this
other's
one.
eyes to do much besides bumble through their words, but other times they unleash a monologue so perfect you can tell that they've been practicing in the bathroom mirror for weeks. These speeches give these characters an opportunity to externalize their complicated inner worlds and advocate for their personal ideologies, and they get to be as dramatic as they want.
Yeah, or Ren.
These are the nominees for Best Monologue.
No, it's got to be Watts.
Ironwood's ultimatum speech.
I have always promised to defend this
I kill
kingdom,
thousands.
its
Will you work with
technology,
me? Wow.
its future, from those who would see it destroyed. Our enemy is crippled, but one individual still denies Atlas its salvation. The protector of Mantle.
I know how much Mantle means to you, so I'm going to give you a choice. You can bring yourself to Atlas Academy and do your duty. Help me save as much of Atlas as I can, and Mantle will be left to fend for itself.
May's speech to Team RWBY.
No, see, you just don't get it! This is not a situation where everyone wins. Now you all can come with me to help in Mantle, or I can drop you off near the front lines if you still want to help Atlas. Your uncle and Robin can't save us. We have to choose.
I'm surprised that by the speech she didn't.
Ozpin's
it was supposed to be the one in Weiss's room.
Reminded of an
Just
old
love.
fairy tale. A young girl flees the consequences of a choice to a magical place.
Okay.
Having never learned from her initial failure, she only succeeds in spreading it. I failed all of you. I should have trusted you with the truth, and should never have run the day you discovered it. And I hope it's a risk you can take on me again.
RWBY's speech to Remnant.
My name is Ruby Rose.
Dad, I'm a live streamer
I'm a
now.
huntress. And if we've done everything right,
Yep.
then I'm talking to all of Remnant
Just,
right now.
just the shock of seeing all of the characters that we know over the volumes.
But right now, you all need to know that the Kingdom of Atlas is under attack. I know the idea of the maidens and relics seems, well, crazy. But I promise Professor Goodwitch of Beacon and Headmaster Theodore of Shade can verify all of this. They might even be able to help organize a way to fight back. But sadly, General Ironwood can no longer be trusted.
Watts' speech to Cinder.
Oh.
Oh, of course you are! Because that's just what you do, isn't it? And how has that worked out for you? You stormed into Freya's room thinking you could take on Ironwood's top fighter and war machine. But you couldn't. And that machine became the Winter Maiden. Oh, and let's not forget your deal with Raven Brownwind. Get all your enemies in one place so you'd have a shot at revenge. If only someone could have warned you against such a miserable idea. Oh, wait. I did!
And the Oscar for
Please,
Best
Watts.
Monologue goes to Watts' speech to Cinder.
Watts roasting Cinder.
But you pushed ahead and you lost it when all you had to do was your job. You think you're entitled to everything just because you suffered, but suffering isn't enough. Can't just be strong, you have to be smart. Can't just be deserving, you have to be worthy. But all you have ever been is a bloody migraine.
Oh,
Alright,
yeah.
I was gunning for that.
That
one,
was
so I'm
good.
very glad that the community is at my back. Yeah, there was a lot of great monologues this volume, but I don't think you can compete with someone who knows he's right and just has nothing to lose. Not to mention Chris Sabat is amazing, and also I think it's just really, really satisfying to hear the sorts of things that the fandom has been saying about Cinder for years finally vocalized by a character
that
in
wasn't
the show.
Watts
So
roasting
was a
Cinder.
really
That was the
satisfying element
he was
to it.
roasting Cinder
I
on the
want to
fandom's
thank
behalf.
all of you for your votes. I want to thank Murderofbirds and Calxiyn for having me at this wonderful community event. And of course, I want to thank RWBY for giving us another wonderful, wonderful volume. I am very excited to be a part of this, and I'm very excited to see you all again in Volume 9. Ta-ta.
Hi, I'm Rigger. This isn't you, alright? Where? Oh, one sec. Hold on. Okay. Sorry. Hi, I'm Rigger, and this is the Oscars, and I am ecstatic to be here. If you don't know me, since I'm kind of new around here, I'm a paper cutout that talks a lot about RWBY, as well as other things. I do crazy theories, like if you ever want to find out why Jin was human, then I can more than help you out with that. Not to mention I do reviews. At the moment we're going through Avatar episode by episode, and I'll be talking about some full anime series quite soon. I talk about movies a lot. We're likely going to start doing some movie-based content on the channel. I just started a new and exciting thing where we're designing characters, and I'm working with my audience to build the idea of a mirror universe in RWBY. And not to mention my big one, my RWBY Runs project, where we run through the plot of RWBY in what-if scenarios. We are currently several episodes deep into what if Jean died instead of Pyrrha, and let me tell you, it is quite an emotional ride. But we are not here to talk about me, we are here to talk about Volume 8, so let's get on to the award. When RWBY first started, it was sold to many on the fight scenes alone. The choreography, as well as the unique weapons and enemies, define a reason to watch it all and help get people on board with the show to start. These days, the characters and story have gone far beyond that point, and there's obviously a lot more to be invested in than just the fights. However, at the end of the day, it's good versus evil, right versus wrong, and eventually swords need to be drawn. When that happens, it's do or die, and as we all know in this show, dying is certainly a possibility. So, while it's no longer the main selling point of the series, it's still
I'm thinking Hazel versus Salem too. That was really good.
With signature weapons, dust, aura, semblances, maiden powers, and more at their disposal, a fight in RWBY is always a
no. Penny and Maria versus Cinder, Emerald, and Neo. That has to be the best one.
Everyone versus Ironwood.
I have.
And she'll beat up your boss day. Yes. Feels weird.
Penny versus the Aesop's. Salem versus Hazel.
Yeah, me too. That was a great fight scene.
Schnee Manor versus the Hound.
Okay.
What is this thing? It's just a Grim. Just focus.
Not just a Grim.
Team RWBY and Penny versus Cinder and Neo.
It's 5v2. What could possibly go wrong? Absolutely goddamn everything.
Leave her alone.
And the Oscar for Best Fight of Volume 8 goes to Everyone versus Ironwood.
Really? Boom.
Ironwood certainly was one of the biggest hurdles that needed taking down, and it took more than a team to do it. From Emerald's master deception, Oscar tapping into his potential, Jean, Ren, and Nora going toe-to-toe with perhaps the strongest combatant in Atlas, it was still only possible due to Winter's perfect execution and showing the true depths of her talent and combat abilities. Without all of them combined, there was little to no chance. A worthy winner for sure. Like with any fight, there was so much to balance here between all of the weapons and powers, not to mention needing a snappy runtime and
Penny
they pulled
versus
it off. Everyone had a moment to shine and a role to play, showing exactly why they're worthy of being where they are. A big congratulations to crew
Yeah,
and the show for
I agree with
delivering
Hunter.
across the board this volume, keeping the combat satisfying alongside everything else that needs to go into the story. A big thank you to everyone involved in bringing us this volume, and a huge personal thank you from me to Arnold and Cal for inviting me on to host for you all. I truly hope you're all enjoying the Oscars and appreciate what a huge undertaking this is. And until next time, my name is Rigger. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope I did alright.
Hey, I'm Kelly.
Hello again, Xiaolong.
And together we formed the YouTube channel Xiaolong, where we do RWBY reactions, we do live streams, video essays, we also react to a bunch of other animated shows like The Owl House and Jujutsu Kaisen, and occasionally we dip into cosplay, hence all the chaos in the background up there. We have to say thanks to Arnold and Cal, MurderofBirds and Calxiyn respectively, for organising this and bringing so many RWBY content creators together, and of course you guys for voting on all these categories.
After such an amazing volume of RWBY, what better way is there to show our passion than being able to vote on our favourite categories and see who comes out on top?
RWBY is known for its large cast of main and supporting characters that have only grown in number since Volume 1. In Volume 7 and 8 in particular, we have seen a whole host of characters introduced, including both male and female characters, many of which have had a great impact on the plot and the fandom as a whole.
These are the nominees for Best Male Character in a Supporting Role. Arthur Watts.
Given what we're after, I've got all the motivation
Ah,
I need.
for fun, thank you very
Sadly,
much.
it doesn't make taking down Pietro's magical science project any less cumbersome.
Oh, I trust you can come up with something.
Oh, the trust is palpable.
Maro Amin.
They might still be alive in
My
there.
boy Marin.
We can't wait any longer.
Would you say the same thing if it was your sister inside? Are you gonna tell her what you did to her friends?
Pietro Polendina.
Oh, but Whitley is probably in the category, so either Mara or Whitley. I want one of them to get this one.
Amity was designed so that it couldn't launch itself without first being granted clearance from General Ironwood's terminal.
Crow Branwyn.
There might be a better way.
I'm telling you, there isn't.
Well, this isn't just about you. It's about everyone.
I'm going straight up to the academy, and I am ending this.
Or we fail and people get killed.
He deserves this.
Whitley Schnee.
Whitley.
Don't just
No longer
have
Shitley.
perks. We have the company. The people you mentioned in the crater. They need a way out, right? There are rows and rows of cargo ships just sitting in the hangars because of the embargo.
And our own automated drones, like the ones at Snowshoe Shipping.
We can order as many as we need to pilot our ships down to the crater and get people to safety while the Grimm are occupied with the General's forces.
And the Oscar for Best Male Character in a Supporting Role is...
Arthur Watts.
Watts!
You have everything you need?
Oh, believe me, this is everything I've ever wanted.
Our boys were robbed.
You deserve this, Arthur. We'll be back.
Congratulations, Arthur.
You're dead.
You're dead.
And they were
Sorry,
both
Meredith.
second
But
and
to be
third.
absolutely
What the
fair to
hell?
Arthur, I thought this
How
was
many awards?
his
Yeah.
best season.
How
It's such a
many
shame
did he
that
get
had to
this
end it by
just
being
this
dead.
year?
But
Went out on a high and on fire.
really did go out on a high, and the I'm going to say talk, but we all know it wasn't a talk. But the talk that he had with Cinder, and the way that he really managed to like dig down into her inner demons, whether he meant to or not, I thought that was a
Whoa,
really standout
Sirs
performance
Madams!
for
What a
Arthur in
super
that
chat!
situation. So I think this is well deserved. RWBY as a show would not have come as far as it has today without its diverse range of female characters, many of whom were given a chance to shine in a volume that took us to some really dark places and put these characters to the test.
The nominees for Best Female Character in a Supporting Role are... Blake Belladonna.
Yeah.
May Marigold.
It's chaos at the crater. Atlas has its army, but Mantle only has us. People are dying.
People are dying here too. Don't you have family in Atlas?
No. Mantle needed me. And to the Marigolds, that meant I wasn't their son anymore. And I made sure that everyone knew that I wasn't their daughter.
Neapolitan.
Neapolitan was
Neo! There we go.
Now isn't the time to hold grudges.
No.
Every scoop.
She's right to be angry. I know I haven't upheld my end of the bargain. I'm sorry. I will get you Ruby Rose. Today. But to do that, I need to ask the lamp a question.
Weiss Schnee.
Snowshoe Shipping is an SDC subsidiary, meaning all the drones here report to the company, not the General. The pneumatic tubes allow for dust refined in the crater to be sent straight up to Atlas. We just need to find the one for the military base.
Yang Xiaolong.
You know, that giant hound kicked us around like we were nothing. But Blake said you and the Chinese managed to take it down. Still having to one-up your big sis, huh?
And the winner for Best Female Character in a Supporting Role is...
So I'm just trying to do something here. But I'll see the winner first.
Yang Xiaolong.
Yang! Okay.
You were being optimistic. Look, blind optimism isn't great, but no optimism means we've already lost. We need hope. We need to take risks.
But mine didn't work.
It's still got a warning out. Ruby, they're not called sure things. They're called risks. And in case you didn't notice, my plan for Mantle didn't work either. But we got Oscar back. And did a lot more that was never in the plan.
Congratulations, Yang. I think that's a well-deserved win for this volume and everything that you had to go through.
Yeah, you know, the whole like punching the undead witch in a personal area and falling into super hell. Quite a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot that happened for Yang in this volume, but I think she really shone, even though she was obviously going through some things at some points.
I'm sure this will mean a lot to her where she is, you know.
Yeah, you know, the first one to fall into super hell. I'm sure that this win is gonna really
make it all worthwhile.
Make it worthwhile.
Hi everyone, my name is
Hey!
Sonia. I'm so excited to be here presenting a category at this year's Ozcars. Thank you so much to Arnold and Cal for inviting me to do this opportunity. It's super exciting.
Very close for Yang and Neo.
There were some great categories this year. It was a great volume. So I'm super excited to see how this is all going to turn out. On my YouTube channel, I primarily do RWBY reactions. Probably why I'm here, of course. And yeah, I love RWBY, I love reacting to RWBY. It generates some really good emotions in me, and it's just a fun time to watch. And I also dabble in a few other anime-related topics and videos. For example, I have a pretty popular video where my boyfriend guesses characters from My Hero Academia. I do videos like that sometimes, and it's really exciting and really fun. And IRL, I'm also into very different things, especially biology and research. So I have a quite interesting mix of things going on in my life. So I'm going to be presenting the category of Best Antagonist. So Best Antagonist was a category for this volume that I was actually super excited about and really excited to see who would be in the category and who might win the category, because this volume was off the rails, let me tell you. I was loving the villains this volume. We got a huge range, character development, everything like that. So I'm very grateful also to be presenting this category. So without further ado, these are the nominees for Best Antagonist.
Arthur Watts. What did you create in its stead? I merely added more flames to the fires of Atlas.
Cinder Fall.
Failed you again, Master.
Award for worst liar. Yeah.
Thousands. Before our allies fell, Neapolitan killed RWBY. And before RWBY and her teammates fell, they used the lamp's final question. I couldn't stop them. I couldn't even stop the maiden from escaping without putting the relics in jeopardy.
James Ironwood.
I am going to do everything I can to defend this kingdom.
What in God's name do you think you're doing, James?
No matter the cost.
And what's this about martial law? Have you lost your damn mind? Are you that scared of what
Yeah.
Neapolitan.
A mute and 5 friends land on an island.
Salem.
Look how you've diminished.
40 chest grandmaster.
And for what? These children? This ruined world?
Ooh, man.
Do you keep coming back?
And the Oscar for Best Antagonist goes to Salem!
Okay.
In pursuit of a new world, no cost is too great. You've done well, Cinder. Our work here is done.
I'm just glad that
Very
Harry wasn't
excited.
even
Oh my
mentioned
God.
here.
I'm so excited that Salem has won Best Antagonist this year. We got so much great
Whoa,
Salem
man, she
action
really
in
took this one.
volume. And wow, she's just a badass villain, let me tell you that. And I'm super excited to see her win Best Antagonist this volume. Also, shout out to her whale, RIP to that guy, he was pretty cool. But yeah, Salem takes the cake. I also thought Ironwood might be a contender in this category, but obviously the people have spoken, and congrats to Salem for winning Best Antagonist.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at the final award of the show.
RWBY
Final
Volume 8 would not be
award.
the same without the
Damn.
leading characters whose strength and
Ah,
sacrifices
here
have
we
a
go.
powerful, thought-provoking impression on the audience in a way that immortalizes them in discussions for volumes to come. These are the nominees for Best Leading Male Character. Hazel Reinhardt.
When she came for me,
She would be proud of you.
over and over again. The longest she was gone was only a few hours before she put herself back together. When I couldn't lift my arms anymore, she showed me that through her, I could have the vengeance I needed.
James Ironwood.
I chased a lot of shadows over the years, always expecting betrayal. But never once did I think it would ever come from you. I know what's best for Alice, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that staff. So, consider this my last order. Step aside.
Jean Arc.
Please, Winter, give us a chance to try to rescue him first. We could be your test run.
The Thinking Man's Huntsman.
What'll be waiting for you inside,
No, the Thinking
right?
Man's
So
Huntsman.
you should go ahead to check it out. And look for Oscar while we're inside.
Lai Ren.
No!
No one is replaceable. You don't really believe that. You are furious about losing Clover. And you miss him.
You don't...
That's why you lost against Team RWBY. You try to fight how you feel about each other, so you'll never truly work as a team.
Oscar Pine and Ozpin.
Nice stories. But
Sorry, I'm trying to send a super chat, but it won't let me. I don't know why, but anyway.
Trust you.
Please, let me.
But Oscar,
You want him to trust us, then trust me. Her name is Jin.
Huh?
You want her to come out of the lamp? Just say her name. She can still answer one more question.
After all that, you're just going to give Salem the password?
No.
No.
I'm giving you the
password.
And hoping you'll find the truth for yourself.
And the Oscar goes to...
Come on, John.
Oscar Pine and Ozpin. Let's go.
Okay.
He entrusted me with this, hence the massive amount of power he had stored up in it.
Damn.
kinetic
Sean got
energy
robbed.
he spent lifetime after lifetime accumulating in the cane he built.
So, that's how you did that? Using all of the stored up power?
Not all, but most. We have to be careful with how we use the rest. He trusted my judgment.
Oh well.
And it saved us. I want to reciprocate that trust. There's a lot to sort out, but Oz really wants to help.
Thank you, Oscar.
We finally did it, Reddit. Oscar won an Oscar.
Wow.
Let's go. I think Oscar
Sean was in third.
winning
What the
this
heck?
is, I think he was a very new and improved version of himself, especially with everything that he's gone through these last 2 volumes with confronting Ironwood last volume, pretty much confronting Ozpin upon his return, and really just kind of coming into his own as a character. I don't know how this is going to fare with him, you know, with the eventual merging of the 2 souls into one, but Oscar definitely stood his own this volume. He was his own person. He made all the calls for himself. Ozpin really just let him take the reins for all the decisions that he made, and I think he definitely deserved this.
Yeah, I think that that's so true, especially because Oscar was really the driving force behind Hazel. And think about what would have happened if Oscar was not able to kind of convert Hazel at the last minute to their side, right?
Yeah,
And
Oscar
so
was the one who
in a lot of
convinced
ways,
Hazel to turn
he
around.
made decisions
So
that Ozpin wouldn't have made, and so he's becoming almost
and
a
he says
better,
rigged.
more trusting version of like what Ozpin I think has always wanted to be, but could never let himself be because he's just lived too long. You know, like he's lost a lot of naivete, I guess, you know? And so now, with Oscar, like, he's a more simple and honest soul, too, when you really think about it. It's not just RWBY, it's also Oscar and what he's able to do for Ozpin because of that.
Yeah, yeah, I love the way you put that. Like, thinking about Oscar is just becoming a more optimized Ozpin. And I love that. And I think this is going to make a lot of people happy, because last year was the first Oscars that we ever did, and everyone was like, Oscar better win an Oscar, and I don't think he won anything, so...
Well, I think this is well-deserved this time.
Congratulations,
for sure,
Oscar Pine.
And these are the nominees for Best Leading Female Character. Emerald Sustride.
I highly doubt you're in the same place you started. I mean, yeah, you guys have been getting your asses kicked. Some of that, my fault, but like...
There we go, finally managed to get one in.
You're gonna take hits. Look, I'm just going to be super pissed if you all finally decide to give up the moment I switch sides.
They missed a really good opportunity of having Emerald switch and then running into Cinder in the vault. So I don't know.
That's not true.
How would you know? We were supposed to be a team, but that didn't matter to you. When things went wrong, you pushed us away. You shut people out so you don't have to feel things that are hard.
Damn.
Penny Polendina.
Penny! One last Oscar for Penny.
I do not like it when friends fight. I know. Yang and I might not agree on how best to save Mantle, but...
Oh, crap.
I mean Winter. The General. They were our friends. But then the Aesops attacked you. And the General, he said people were going to die because of me.
Ruby Rose.
We shouldn't lie to ourselves. I wasted our time getting Amity up, thinking help would come, but it didn't. And Amity fell. I was being childish.
Winter Schnee.
Oh, nice nod to Path to Isolation. Either Winter or Penny. But it's gotta be Penny. Please, let it be Penny. One last Oscar to send her off.
You are going to pay for everything you've done.
And the Oscar goes to...
Drum roll.
Penny Polendina.
Let's go!
Oh yeah.
Gone. I'll be part of you.
Good. I'm glad.
I, for one, am really glad that Penny Penny got this award, considering that this may be the final year that she is eligible.
That's a low blow. That's a low blow. That's a low blow. God damn it! I will not stand for this.
No.
But Penny had an amazing character arc this volume. Obviously, that has wrapped up in some respects.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I have some hopes that we may see her in Volume 9, but this is not the video to talk about that. But
No.
she had such growth, such development in her personality and her wants and everything that went into like those final moments and final decisions, how she was able to sacrifice herself for her friends and deciding that that was the route that she wanted to go despite the life that they gave her. You know what I mean? And so I feel like that overall Penny had a really satisfying arc for me this season.
Yeah, no pun intended, but I love how they...
Oh? Having a buffering problem? Oh no.
Humanized her so much, like even from her inception, even from like her debut in Volume 1, we were always like immediately drawn to the fact that despite her being made of nuts and bolts instead of squishy guts, it didn't make her any less real than someone like RWBY. And you know, having her back in Volume 7, I think reinforced to a lot of people who might not have had the time necessary to build an attachment to Penny during the Beacon arc.
Spoiling Taylor.
I think they not only reinforced that, but pretty much put the nail in the coffin. No, again, no pun intended.
Wow.
Put the nail in the coffin.
Shut up, Arnold.
For really establishing Penny as a bona fide character.
And so many people I think loved Penny more because of these past two seasons. And so I think that a lot of people at first they were like, they're bringing Penny back. Like they were a little hesitant about the idea, but then as you see her in Volume 7 and in Volume 8, I think a lot of people grew to love her in a way that they didn't necessarily love her before, and then so to have her taken away from us, right, hurt even more than I think it ever did in Volume 3.
I think in a way that also immortalizes the character, right? Like for some characters, they're really defined by how they go out. You know, like Pyrrha made a noble sacrifice. Penny did the same thing, and that's a part of the human experience to some degree. You know, dying for your loved ones, or sacrificing yourself, I should say, for your loved ones, whether it's a parent and child, or even in this case, friends. And I think Penny pretty much established that the one choice that she had, this is what I want to do with my life. And despite it being cut short, I think that that made her a forever loved character, for sure. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the RWBY Volume 8 Oscars Award Show has come to a close. We really hope you guys enjoyed all of the work and effort that has gone into this. A big shout out to everybody that has helped collaborate on this effort together. We started this during the halfway point of the volume, and just seeing everybody's individual submissions come together with the editing and everything else in between was really great to put together.
Yes, it was a pleasure doing this with our fellow RWBYtubers. Make sure that you guys check them out. They will all have links in the description down below. And you guys should also check out the artist that made our thumbnail, Keith.
Oh yeah,
His
Keith.
link will be down below too. And so
that was a really good thumbnail.
Him and all of that stuff. You know, for all your OC, Pokemon, RWBY type needs. He does a lot of different like OC work and everything like that. So if that's something you're interested in, you should definitely check him out. And we will be here continuing to entertain you with videos or with art during the RWBY Volume 8 hiatus. And thank you to everyone who voted, watched, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Wow. That was a great show. That really was. A lot of the results I was pretty surprised by. A couple disappointed, but there were a few that I really am glad with the results. Even if it wasn't what I voted for, but that was such a great show. A shout out to everyone who participated in that. It was done so well, and thanks again to Calxiyn and Arnold for hosting this whole event. See, this is the one thing I hate about myself, is that I can never find the right words to say. I'm not able to ramble nearly as well as Arnold can, but this was a lot of fun. I'm so glad that Calxiyn and Arnold are basically turning this into a tradition among the community, which makes the show leave that much more of an impact on popular culture than anyone, especially Monty, could have anticipated. So more than anyone else, I want to thank, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank Monty for giving us this incredible show that has brought so many people together. And I've made a lot of really, really great friends thanks to this show. And I also want to thank my, not my best friend, but my brother. I want to thank Swift Darkwing for introducing me to the show, because he basically got me into RWBY after I saw the death battle between Yang and Tifa, and he ultimately cemented it that I need to watch RWBY, and thanks to that, I have made a lot of great friends that I hope to keep for the rest of my life. So, thanks a lot, Swift. Thank you, Monty, for giving us the show. Thank you to everyone who worked on this incredible project, and I can only hope to be able to at least give some kind of contribution to next year if I can, but I don't care how I work on it, or even if I don't at all. Just being able to react to this and share with you guys just is so worthwhile. Just being able to share my passion for the show, my thoughts, and my reactions, it just makes it all worth it, and just to be able to brighten somebody's day. And I hope that I did with my reaction to this show and to this wonderful, wonderful project. So, thank you for watching. I need to stop recording so that I can finally change out of this, because I'm sweating up a storm. And I am so looking forward to reacting to more RWBY Chibi down the line, eventually getting to Volume 9. And you can look forward to seeing Penny up there, because I cannot wait until I get my poster. So, thanks again for watching. Thank you to everyone who worked on the Oscars. This was a great show, and it was a lot of fun to watch. I'm the Crocodile King. Have a great one.